Hi, One Forum News brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comment and your likes will be highly appreciated. Today we are doing something usual. It's something that we normally do. Once in a while we bring it in. That is, we take someone, whether famous or infamous, we take a look at the life of that person, the achievement and accomplishment, so that our younger ones and even the older ones can learn from this very person. And today we are not going anywhere far. We are going just to Uganda. Yes, Uganda, the one of the hegemons of East Africa. Yeah, you cannot mention East Africa without Uganda. And today, please let's take a look at the life and the achievement of one general, Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Yeah, he's someone that you may like or you may hate. Yes, I've already gave the preamble. We bring you people, whether famous or infamous, those that you like or you don't like. But I can assure you that no matter who the person is, you definitely learn something from it. So stick in and understand everything and hear the story of General Muhoozi, our man of the day. He was born on the 24th of April 1974 in Dar es Salaam, that's Tanzania. Yes, someone may ask, why is it that he was born in Tanzania? Yes, that was what happened. They were in exile. He's a citizen of Uganda, but his parents were in exile before he was born. That's why he was born in Tanzania. During those periods, we are talking about 1974, it was the regime of General himself, Idi Amin. He threw a lot of people out of the country. Those that were not in good terms, he threw them away. Some even ran away themselves because things were hot in the past then. So I understand very well that General Museveni himself and his family, they left the country at a point and they were settling in Tanzania. It's then that the General Muhoozi Kainerugaba was born. From his own narration, I'm talking about General Museveni's narration, he said that the name that he gave to him is to show that even if he should die in war or in action, there is someone to avenge or revenge for him. That is why we have the Muhoozi. That one with it. He currently serves as the Chief of Defense Forces of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Yes. When you look at the structure of the military, most often than not, what you see is we have the Chief of Army Staff, the Chief of Naval Staff, the Chief of Air Force Staff, before we have the Chief of Staff. That is the leader of all of them, the Chief of Defense Staff. Yes, that is what. But in Uganda, understand that what they have is the Chief of Defense Forces of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. That is what they have. When it comes to things like you can localize your own or internationalize your own, depending on what you want to do. He is also the chairman of the Patriotic League of Uganda. Yes, that seems to be a political movement in that country. Yes, you may like him or hate him. He's the man of the people. He loves to have fun. He loves to be among his people, around his people. Though he is in the military, he is a military officer. I think that some exemptions have been given to him, and he have that freeness or that mobileness to be able to do some private things when it comes to organizations like that. And he's working so well for that. He's working with one of the great guys in Uganda. And it could be, some are even alleging that it's for a purpose tomorrow. But I cannot disagree or agree with him or anything. But what I can say for a fact is, every action that you take today is for future benefit. So it could be that it's for a reason. But let's open our eyes and see what happens. Now let's move on. You may love him, as I said already, or hate him, but he's a man of the people. His people loves him. That's the most important. In life, it's not everybody that's supposed to love you. Some needed to hate you by all means. That's why it's very good to have some enemies everywhere. And it's your enemies that will keep you on your toes. So there is nothing wrong with that. You may disagree with him or agree with him, but he is the man of his people. That is something that we should all know. You can talk about the look. He's a nice looking man, very gentleman. He has the charisma also, yes. Even those who hate him may be eager to watch him when he comes. Even if he comes to any country at all, those that may not like him, they may be eager to. He's a very gentleman. He's a nice man, nice looking. He has a very beautiful wife. Yes, I'll tell you about that later. Very beautiful wife. Mommy, I salute you. You have a very beautiful wife. Now let's move on and see. You can debate that he's not someone that may be able to do anything good for the Ugandan people. But he's a man that commanded. We are talking about he commands people under arms. That should tell you the kind of person he is. You may say whatever that you want to say. That is your own business to discuss, yes. But we are here to bring you everything factual about General Muhoozi. Now let's move on. General Muhoozi has been also the commander of the Special Forces. Yeah, he commanded the Special Forces. That was from 2008 to 2017, and again from December 2020 to 2021. Then commander of the Land Forces of Uganda People's Defense Force. As I already said, they have a lot of command structures in Uganda. Yes, some you may hear it before, some you may not even heard it in your life before. That is how Uganda is. Yeah, and that was from 24th June 2021 to 4th October 2022 before he was relieved of his post and given a senior level and made a full general. Yeah, and became a special advisor to the president of military issues or something like that. Let me take you back a bit. In 2017 also, Muhoozi was appointed presidential advisor. Yes, presidential advisor. When that thing happened, a lot of people were feeling, oh, his father is just trying to prepare him for him to take over for his father. But even if it's your father, what do you expect? That's it. You can't have your people around you and go far away to bring someone to advise you. If you have someone that you wake up, you see that person will advise you and protect you. Why not? Yes. So all those that are making allegations or talking about, well, that is their decision. I will not begrudge them for it, but that is how I see it. Even if you were your father or your mother, definitely once you have the courage and you have the qualifications, why not? You'll be the first to be considered. You may say that he's been favored. Yeah, that one is your own business. I don't care so much about that. But we are talking about just the life of General Muhoozi. He announced that he was running for office on 15th March 2023. Yeah, he made that announcement. Though his father also said that he also going to contest. General Muhoozi is also having interest, or he's having an eye on the ball. We are talking about the presidency of the Uganda people of Africa. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. We all have our passion and we all have our mission in life, and we all have aspirations and hopes. Yes, even once you're in the military, you will definitely have an exit plan everywhere. Some may decide to become poultry farmers, that some may decide to become cattle farmers, some may also decide to become politicians or MPs or whatever it is. So they all have their exit plan. So if what General Muhoozi wants to do is to contest his father or to contest as the president, we cannot begrudge him for that. He's a citizen of Uganda, is qualified to do so, so nobody can fault him for it. Whether he'll be favored or not favored, that one is inconsequential, because the people of Uganda that are going to vote for him or vote against him. Now, let's move on. Muhoozi, yes, as a general, before you become a general, you need to rise through all the ranks. At a point, you have to write exams here and there to be able to promote it. You have to move from all the ranks. I can mention all the ranks, but that will take too much of our time. He started as a cadet here and there to lieutenant, to full lieutenant. You can talk about captain, major. You can move to major, lieutenant, colonel. But from colonel and above, most of them they are all political promotion. Whether you like it or not or believe it or not, they are all political. Though you write some exam and do certain things to be able to qualify in terms of your education or whatever it is, but most of it, from colonel going, brigadier general, before you get to the lieutenant general, before you go to full general and things like that. Most of them, we have major general also before you get to the full general. Yes, most of them, they are all about political promotion, because the president, as the commander-in-chief, they give instruction for those promotions to be given. Yeah, so you can say what manner of things I want to say, but those that are qualified, they are the ones that will be promoted. Now, let's move on. He saw action. Yes, he saw action in many countries in Africa. You can talk about Congo, you can talk about the neighboring, all those rebels. When you look at East Africa, there are a lot of troubles there when it comes to rebels. Kenya, Forest, whatever it is. You can talk about Rwanda, the Tutsis and the Hutus, a lot of things. Sierra Leone is also there. There is full problem. When Sudan is there, I will not forget Sudan, South Sudan and South Sudan and the others, they are all there. So there are a lot of troubles over there. That is why the soldiers over there, they always see action when it comes to military tactics and fighting. So he was also fortunate to lead some of the commands, or some of them he served as just a military officer, someone with a gun, but sometimes also he commanded some few also. That's a very good qualification for a general, yes, because as a general you have to see what it's just that these days some of the generals, it's only academic generals that they are. Yes, not only in Uganda but all over Africa. Yes, some of them they have not even seen blood before. Yeah, sorry about that, but that's what is fact. That's the factual aspect of it. Yes, but we can't begrudge them. If you play safe, sometimes we not even go for any peacekeeping or whatever it is. But with our generals, you have to be in action for us to know that yes, you've seen it all. So that when you are commanding other ranks, the boys can obey and call you. Yeah, there are some countries when you go and say, yeah, this guy is a vagabond. This guy fought in Liberia. This guy fought in Angola. This guy fought in Sudan. That's the pride of general. So General Muhoozi successfully also took part in some of those wars. You know, you can say whatever that you want to say. You can take a look at certain things that he does or he's not able to do or here and there. But he is a very well trained Christian. Yes, we are talking. He's a Christian. Yeah, even if he's a Muslim, I will talk about it, or Buddhist, I will talk about it. But in this regard, the one we are talking about is a Christian. There's a very true Christian. He was brought up in a Christian home by General Museveni himself. The General Museveni himself, very well that he can quote Bible and say a lot of things. People of those age, there are a lot of things that they can recollect that people of our age we cannot. Yes, there are a lot of things they can recollect. The Bible, the Quran, or what have you, or things that they've seen in the past. They can very well remember things with facts and figures as well as dates that we cannot do. We can hardly do. Some of us can do it, but not all of us. But most of us may not be able to do it. So, he was trained very well in the Christian home, as we all know. But as human beings, so once in a while you go this way, you go that way. When it comes to religion, yeah, that's how it is. You try other things and see what is going on in life. That's experimentation. And every stage in life, people do that. So that is our General Muhoozi we are talking about. And, for good news, I've already mentioned about his beautiful wife. Yes, beautiful wife. They got married in 1999. That is Auntie Charlotte. I will call her Auntie Charlotte Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Yeah, that is the wife of General Muhoozi. Very calm, very beautiful, a very respectful and responsible woman. Yes, Auntie, I salute you once again. Yes, this is one of the aspects that I want the young ones to listen to. That's the education, his education. Yeah, you can say that, oh, he received a lot of favors here and there. But, if you are not good up there, you can have the opportunities that are favored, but you cannot exploit them. We have people who have their parents being great guys, but they are not able to achieve anything because the brain is not there, the brain is dead. But this guy has the brain also. Let's go into his educational career and for us to learn something from him. Yeah, General Muhoozi, he joined the Nottingham University where he obtained a political science degree in 1997. Yeah, political science, that's my area also, area of specialization, political science, international relation options. Yes, that is my field. So when I hear that people study political science, that's the only course on earth that when you study, I'm not being biased, but when you study that course, you can fit into anything that you want to do. When it comes to humanity, yeah, you can fit everywhere. Yeah, that will embolden you, especially if you are lucky to be taught by great professors. Yes, you'll be able to fashion well. So no wonder he's also performing well and excelling in whatever that is given to do. Because if you are not able to work hard, you cannot rise through the rank, irrespective of what. Even if we give you people to lead, you go and kill all of them. Yeah, that's what you mislead them and go and kill all of them. So we are talking about political science. That is what he had as his first degree. After that is then that he joined the Uganda Defense Force, as I've already said, at the rank of officer cadet and graduated in 2000 from the Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst. Yes, when you talk about Sandhurst, it's one of that's the British Army's officers training school. Yes, if you are correct soldier or correct senior officer in the whole of Africa, we are talking about African countries. Yes, most important, if you are correct senior officer, you at least have to be in Sandhurst. That was in the past. These days, we have all manner of Kofi Annan peacekeeping is there. The one in South Africa is there. The one in I think Nigeria is also there. Yeah, and some other countries. You can do that. But in the past and even presently, if you are a soldier or senior officer, you're a senior officer and you say that you've been to Sandhurst, yeah, the respect will be there. We'll salute you at all times because it's a very serious place. It's not for boys, it's for great guys. So our General Muhoozi was also there to train a bit for his country. Yes, Muhoozi was admitted to the Ethiopian Military Academy where he took both the company and battalion commanders courses. Yes, he did that also. So he's not someone that was just pushed through the system. No, he studied, he learned, he used his brain. Yes, the military is about brain. It's not only about talk or body. It's not about body again. No, you have to use your brain. Otherwise, when we give you people battalion to command, you go and kill all of them and come back. Yes, crying. No, that is not what we want. So this guy has the brain. He was able to perform well. He was also, I think he also attended the Kalama Armor Warfare training school. That's also a plus to him. And also, let me go back a bit. In 2007, he was admitted to a 1-year course at the United States Army Command and General Staff College at Fort Leavenworth, that's Kansas, graduating in June 2008. Yeah, that's it. He have been around. We are talking about US, we are talking about UK, and he have been to some African country also. I think following that, he successfully completed the Executive National Security Program at the South African National Defence College. Yes, South African National Defence College. Those are the names. When you hear the names, you see that here. This is a war-built soldier. We are talking about war-built military officer, General Muhoozi. That's the man of the people. In fact, his career and educational achievements only taught me one thing. Yes, that's for a fact. He taught me one thing, that if you have the opportunity as a man or as a woman, if you have the opportunity, please educate your children. Educate your children. Let them be educated very well. If they have the opportunity, let them be promoted in every sphere, whether it's business, whether it's connections, let them have the connections and explore. But in the first place, if your child is not having the brain, they may have the opportunity, but they can't use it well. They can't use it well. But this gentleman, they have proved everyone wrong that he's the man that has the brain and has the qualities to be able to withstand a lot of things. Recently, when he got promoted to be the chief of the defense forces, a lot of things happen. Some generals have to be retired by force. Yes. And some of the ages that I had, I was asking myself, these old people, what are they still doing in the army or in the armed forces? No, we want young generals that will lead the guys in serious things. The old ones here, they can be at the backyard, we'll come and contact them for advice here and there, but let the young ones be the generals and rule things for us. As for his political ambition, that one is his own decision, and we have our eyes open. We are watching Uganda. Whatever happens, any move, we'll bring it to you. So please, for more, kindly subscribe to this channel, One for All News, for the best. When it comes to anything about politics of Africa and historical antecedent, we are here, and something like this is under our political and historical antecedent program. So once in a while, we'll be bringing you something like this. You can be with us when it comes to security, also related to security, and also when it comes to crime. Yeah, we talk about crime issues also. We are always here to educate and to teach you so that you learn more from us. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Thank you so much. Always be in touch. General Muhoozi, we salute you. General salute. Thank you so much. All the best.